innovation is the key for the future of the European economy and society. We are still in the process of a double transformation, the knowledge-based economy and the eco-efficient economy, and in both cases, innovation is the key to achieve it. But we do not have a European innovation policy. Innovation is done here and there, but I cannot see a strategy. But what I can see is the fact that the gap, for instance, in terms of innovation between the United States and Europe is widening again, and that the emerging economies in other parts of the world are rapidly catching up. So something needs to be done. Number two, on infrastructure, I don't think that infrastructure and innovation have to be seen in a contradiction. Just in the contrary, I believe that Europe must concentrate spending on modern infrastructure, the digital infrastructure, the energy infrastructure, the communication infrastructure, transport infrastructure, and space infrastructure, even all the satellites, that kind of thing. And you need new innovative technologies and products in order to do it. If you concentrate spending on modern infrastructure, at the same time, you achieve more innovation. And my final point, concerning the European budget. The Barroso I Commission missed a golden opportunity deliberately last year when it decided not to present an ambitious midterm review of the European budget. Therefore, the discussion starts now very, very late, but I think everybody must agree that we have to change the structure of our spending. I do not believe that it is feasible to try to get own tax revenues for the European Union, and I would be extremely reluctant to support that, because in the end, if we would create a specific EU tax, it would only increase the tax burden for citizens and companies. I'm absolutely sure of this. So I have my doubts. I do not believe that the volume of the budget can increase. Therefore, the question is, can we increase the efficiency of the spending? Can we give it a better structure? Can we concentrate the spending on those issues which I have mentioned? And I believe if you look at the most important part of the budget, the structural funds, cohesion funds, research and development, and agriculture, it should be possible, and it must be possible, to shift the spending from one heading to another and to concentrate on those investments which we need to maintain the competitiveness of the European Union in the globalized world of tomorrow. That even the European Commission cannot organize innovation by decree. You cannot make a decree and say, now we will innovate. That's impossible. You need to have a political and a social and an economic environment that is innovation friendly. And my experience is it cannot be done at EU level and cannot be done at national level. That has to be done at regional level. The region is the place where innovation starts. The issue is not how can we find more money to spend. The issue is how can we spend the money that we have, and it will not increase, in a more efficient way. It is definitely possible to improve the decision-making mechanism. The problems that we have are not, I would like to say, treaty-based. They are not the result of the rules which we have, but they are a result of the ways how we use the rules. Everything is a question of political orientation and, in particular, strong leadership. And what we are missing in the European Union, to put it bluntly on the table, is exactly strong leadership. And the only institution which in my view can guarantee that innovation and infrastructure, for instance, will be seen as a European priority, and that there will be the link between the activities of European institutions and the national governments is the European Council, where now the heads of state and government have a clear responsibility to define the priorities and to make sure that the priorities are done. I give you one example. 20 years after the fall of the wall in Berlin and the Iron Curtain, we still have, in terms of infrastructure, a divided Europe. Yeah, it's still divided. The connectivity between the western part of Europe and the eastern part of Europe still very, very weak. And therefore, it's not only about infrastructure, what we are discussing here. It's also about the identity of Europe and the feeling that we Europeans belong together and that we are equals. And therefore, I'm saying, yes, it's a matter of decision-making. It is a matter of using the opportunity and exactly of doing what we have already decided. It was already decided a couple of years ago that there would be a midterm review of the budget of the European Union, and that midterm review would discuss the question whether it's possible to shift money from the agricultural budget to the more future-oriented budget. But allow me one final point. We do not really commercialize the results of our research and development, and therefore I think we need to concentrate on two things. First is, we must define at European level key enabling technologies. These are the technologies which we need as the European Union to survive with an industrial base in the 21st century. For instance, advanced materials, photonic, that kind of thing. And then we must allow the European enterprises and the European regions to compete and to develop these technologies and to develop clusters, as I have said, cross-border and at least cross-regional. I think that would help a lot. But this definition, what are the key enabling technologies and how do we support them? This decision must be made in Brussels. My closing remark would be that there is no need to be pessimistic about the economic future of Europe. The capacities are there. Some of the most innovative regions of the world are within the European Union, more innovative than the United States. The drivers for economic growth are still there. Stronger demand from emerging markets, innovation, and entrepreneurial spirit or entrepreneurial initiative. And my final point here would be, what is underestimated in policy making in the European Union is the fact that innovation is not created by states, but innovation is created by persons, by citizens, in particular by those who accept the risk to run a business, to start up a small company and develop something. And if I would be in a position to make decisions of that kind, I would try to develop instruments which would help to improve entrepreneurial spirit and the preparedness to accept entrepreneurial risk within the European Union.